Morning, everyone. Alex Hart here, ready to do some Wake Up with Baseball, April 16th edition. 11 games last night with 3 postponements, so a lot of weather, rain, snow, you name it. It was there for postponements. But yeah, it's early. It's Saturday morning. We got lots of games starting early again, 10 a.m. for my time and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna jump into this. A lot of baseball last night, and it was intense. We'll cap things off with a intense bench clearing thing, but we'll kick things off with the earliest game yesterday. Atlanta Braves taking on the Cubs, 5-2. Cubs still struggling. I think read an article that they're potentially the worst start in a long time for this team and all around in general. They continue. They had 6 hits though today, so I don't know if that brings their average down or up. To be honest, but they lose again, 5-2. After getting into a lead, Davies kind of gets knocked around, and Atlanta's offense gets the job done. Acuna gets his hits again. Ozuna had 3 hits this game. No home runs for the Braves though. Contreras hits his 3rd of the season, so that brings in the 1 run for the Cubs, and Davies gets a loss here. 4 earned runs. He went 4 innings, not enough. Kyle Wright on the other side, 4.1, 2 earned runs. He looked shaky from what I could see early on in this game. But yeah, Sean Newcomb comes in, Tomlin comes in, so a lot of their ex-starters coming in, making sure this game gets a win. The Braves trying to get back on track. Maybe the Cubs are the medicine that they needed. This one, Nationals 1, D-backs 0. It was a pitcher's duel right until the very end. And then Kyle Schwarber comes in, hits a home run, and then walk-off, bottom of the 9th. So, yeah, battle of the basement right now in my power ranking specifically. But Nationals take the W, not too much to say. Scherzer here, 10 Ks. One thing to note for Scherzer is that he did pass Cy Young himself for all-time career Ks. I don't know where that is on the list personally, so maybe that's some video I can make coming up. Widener, 6 innings pitched, 2 no earned runs. This guy's been pitching good for the Diamondbacks so far. Loss goes to a guy named Young. I don't know. Next up, Phillies absolutely destroy Carlos Martinez early in this game. A 6-run spot early. And there was a lot of real hit balls. Real Muto hits his 2nd home run of the season in that inning, and they didn't look back. Cardinals finally got a couple runs in the 8th. Didn't matter. Jay Williams hits his 1st home run of the season, which is a 2-run shot, and that's all the runs the Cardinals could really get. Goldschmidt continues to somewhat struggle on the season for them. 2.35 or 0.235 at batting average, not going to be good. We're used to seeing Goldschmidt top of the line here, right? So not good. Cargo, 7.8 ERA, still 6 earned runs this game. Eflin on the other side though, 2 earned runs, 7 innings pitched, 6 Ks. Quality start for Eflin, and seems to be the common theme right now is that Philly needs their pitchers to do well, and then they'll pick up the W's. So good win for Philly. They're kind of bouncing back from a little bit of a struggle they've been having, and they're back with a big win. Moving on, we got the Tampa Bay Rays 8, Yankees 2. Yankees are sliding. Well, Rays had been struggling too, but they get it here, and it's the pitching for these Yankees. I guess in this case they only got 2 runs in offense and 3 hits, but you kind of expect that for the Rays. So this is like a rematch of the AL East or the AL Championship, really, where Tampa Bay Rays took it. Carlos Stanton hits his 2nd home run of the season. He's still batting below 200 though. Tampa Bay offense gets going. No home runs, so they're just doing it the old Tampa Bay style. Hits, death by 1,000 hits. They get it done. Waka, good start for him. 6 innings pitched, no earned runs, 9 Ks, so he brings it down to 4.20. That ERA. Nelson is this poor kid. 1 inning pitched, 2 earned runs, and then after that, their bullpen just gives up a couple runs too here and there. 3 errors over the course of the game for the New York Yankees. It just seems like the Yankees aren't playing their style. Good defense, good pitching, just not happening. So they're going to be looking. They need to bounce back from that, or they're in a tough division. Next up, Reds 10, Indians 3. And this one was poor Allen getting smashed around in this third inning. The Reds offense is saying, hello, we're here, smashing them up. Bunch of hard hit balls, bunch of nice hits, home runs, you name it, the Reds were smashing in that inning. Votto hits his third of the season. Castellanos hits his fifth of the season in this game later. On the other side, Rosario and Luke Lowe both hit one for Cleveland, but it doesn't matter. It's too late. It's 10-3. And yeah, the Indians, they got 10 hits. So overall, the hits were there. The runs just weren't. The timely runs weren't. Jeff Hoffman, 6 innings pitched, picks up the dub. He's now 2-1 on the season, so that's pretty good. The Reds they're back. They're winning this one, and this is a big series for them against a fairly decent team, good pitching, and this is where their offense can really shine against teams like the Indians. If they can hit these pitchers out of the game, and then they'll probably win it because the offense is not usually there for the Indians. Next up, Marlins 4, Giants 1. Giants had a lead. Marlins came back. Didn't watch too much of this one at all, if any, just to say. But we got Jazz Chisholm hitting his third of the season. Sterling Marte hits his second of the season. So a bunch of home runs from them. Yastrzemski was probably the highlight with a triple and a double for San Francisco. Still batting really low, so they need him to really get the bats going, as someone said to me yesterday. Giants could be higher. They just need some bats. Their pitching overall has been good this season. And I could have said the same thing really about the Marlins, though, early in the season. Their pitching was there, but they hadn't been hitting home runs. But watch out. The Marlins seem to be on somewhat of a run right now. Maybe they took offense to being put bottom of the power rankings in the latest video. Desclafani, no decision, one run over 6. And Castana, 5 innings pitched, 1 run. So this one goes to the bullpen. And again, this Bass guy always seems to have some influence on the decision of a baseball game. Marlins win. Nice 4-1 win. Next up, got a lot of interesting matchups for the power ranking wise. This one's one of them because they were next to each other going into the series. We'll see if it stays that way. But Baltimore comes out and they smack it up. Sorry about that. David Dahl hits his first of the season. Solak hits his third for Texas. Home runs for Baltimore. We got Ruiz, Stewart, both hitting one. But yeah, that's what I got. Joe Lopez, I wasn't sure how he would perform here, but he did just fine. 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, only 1 walk. So overall, very good. He had a good whip, 3, less than 1. So that's got to be pretty good. Fulte on the other side, again, he's a little 0-3 now, 5.63. So since that season in Atlanta, he's kind of come back down to earth. 5 earned runs this one. Takes the loss. Texas drops to 6-8. Might be the best that we'll see them this year, but we'll see about that for sure. Moving on, Pirates 6, Brewers 1. Brubaker pitches solid. Hit a bunch of batters from what I watched in this game. He was throwing, and the Brewers couldn't take advantage of twice that they had the bases loaded in this game when it was still close. One time it was 1-0. Another time it was 4-1, but the bases were loaded again. But they just couldn't take advantage. Travis Shaw, 8 left on base. So both, at least the one time he struck out, it might have been both. But they couldn't get it done. And Pirates somehow are winning against these teams, man. Colin Moran, third home run of the season. Gregory Polanco, 2nd. I'm starting to believe that the Pirates, at least their offense, has been somewhat dangerous. And when you have rookies like Brubaker coming in and throwing the way he did, 1 earned run, 8 Ks. Couple hit pitch batters, but what are you going to do? On the other side, the Milwaukee streak of 5 innings pitched by their starter comes to an end with 1 earned run. That came to an end with Hauser, 4.1. 2 of those earned runs were when Suter came in, but that's how earned runs work. You get charged for them. Milwaukee loses. Pirates continue to surprise teams along the way. I don't think they've been swept yet, so that's a good sign for the Pirates. They're at least competing day in, day out. Next up, Angels 10, Twins 3. Twins are on a slide. They stole a game last night or yesterday from Boston, but if you really look at it, I think they're like 1-5 in their last 6 or 1-6 in their last 7, something like that. I think they were 5-2, so 1-6. Wow, I don't even know where to begin where the problems are right now with the Twins. In this case, the Angels, solid team. Their offense woke up after being shut out pretty badly against Kansas City and cost them. Ohtani's still kind of dealing with that blister issue. He's been throwing bullpen, so hopefully we see him back on the mound. We've only seen him once this season, and I want to see him again. Justin Upton, it's his second home run of the season, grand slam. Walsh hits his 4th. And the offense here is just all around good. And look at this. These boys are doing what they need to do. Trout 1.276 OPS. Ohtani 1,000 OPS. Walsh over 1,000 OPS. Makes you think a little bit of the Dodgers. LA. Yeah, one difference there is the pitching, right? Speaking of pitching, Henny went 5.1, 7, 6 Ks, 2 earned runs, and Thorpe. Is that Trent Thorpe? I didn't know he went to the Lewis Thorpe. He goes 4, 2 earned runs, and then Dobnik comes in. He's 0-3. I don't know. Ouch. That's early. If he's been relieving, 5 earned runs. His ERA is 11.88. Oh, okay, yeah. That's all I got. Twins need to step up. Next up, Athletics 3, Tigers 0. After being 1-6, the A's are now back to 500. That did not take long, and the Detroit Tigers did what they needed to do to help them get there. Home runs from Matt Chapman this game. This is only a 3-0 game, not a whole lot. Pitching battle. Urena went 7 innings for the Tigers, so that's one of the better starts for the starting pitchers in a little while here. 2 earned runs, 8 Ks. Brings his ERA down, but still gets the loss. He's 0-3. Frankie Montez, 0 earned runs, 7 strikeouts, 4.91 ERA. So he's bringing it down from that one start he had early in the season where he got destroyed. And then the bullpen of Oakland, what they were known for last year, really closing these out. No earned runs again. And yeah, Oakland picks up a win. And believe it or not, Houston's been struggling, and they've been winning. And the Angels they've been up, down, so they're right in the thick of things. It's been crazy already. Wow, 12-inning game. This might be our first 12-inning game, maybe the second of the season. But the Dodgers end up dodgering over these Padres, 11-6 with a 5-run 12th inning. None in response, but this was the makings of a tense rivalry coming up. Like, it's gonna be great. There was benches cleared at one point, lead changes back and forth, home runs, you name it. It was in this game. Overall, the Dodgers just that five spot looks like the score is a lot more separate than it was, but it was 6-6 after 9. Ninth inning, both teams scored. 8th inning, both teams scored. Like, this was back and forth, like no other. Raleigh hits his first of the season for the Dodgers, and Corey Seager hits his second. Tatis is back in the lineup, and what does he do? He hits his second home run of the season. So the Padres really miss this guy, but he's back. Hopefully his shoulder or whatever is feeling a lot better. For the Dodgers, Justin Turner continues to smash, 3 hits in this one, and he's still batting .440. That's got to be somewhat tops in the league, definitely for an everyday guy like Turner. David Price ends up getting the win in this one. The starters, Buehler had a quality start. Weathers on the other side. I think this is the first time I've seen Weathers. I don't know if it's his first time overall, but you can see the Padres really used a lot of bullpen here. They really taxed it, so I don't know how it's going to affect the rest of the series. It could. On this side, the Dodgers at least had Price, who's coming in at the end. He goes 2 innings. Like, their guys did a little bit extra. Like, the Padres had a couple guys come in for 2 outs. That's not going to be enough. And hopefully it doesn't hurt them too much. Maybe that 5-run inning really touched their bullpen. But when you're playing the Dodgers, very likely you're going to be using a lot of your bullpen over the game, right? Next up, Houston 5. They lose this one to the Mariners, and the Mariners are 9-5. I was speaking about all those other teams in the West not too long ago, but I believe this puts the Mariners on top. Like, they might be first place, which is nuts. I didn't watch this one, but I can see that this top lineup is continuing to hit consistently. On the other side, though, the Astros, I think, are still missing a bunch of those guys I was talking about, was it yesterday or the day before, and not been feeling good in the clubhouse. So as you can see at the top, Altuve's definitely still missing. I can't tell if, the catcher Malacado is definitely still missing. I can't remember the other guy's name, but I don't see him there. So it looks like an issue for them. Home run for White. Is that the White that used to be on? I think it is. Evan White used to be on the Astros, right? Nope, definitely not. But yeah, that's going to be tough. 5.2 2 earned runs for Urquidy. Kikichu, 7 innings pitched. He had 5 earned runs, but no decision for him, and the bullpen ends up getting the win here with a 9th inning walk-off by the Seattle Mariners. And that's crazy. The Mariners are on top of the AL West. Who would have thought that? At least, I think if you look back there, I got them at 20 on the power rankings, so there's that. Thanks for watching this one. Quick early Saturday morning video. If you didn't get a chance, just check out. I did a unboxing of got a bunch of new hats, including this one. I really like this one. Bought a bunch of new hats yesterday. It was a quick short video of just unboxing that one. Let me know what you guys think, how the season's going, what your teams are doing, yada yada yada. Like, subscribe. We'll see you to the next video. Peace.